How is everybody doing? It's good to be back. Sorry I missed the last episode. My fucking dog died. Hi, I'm Ed Larson. This is the brighter side.
Oh my God, I forgot. I forgot your dog passed. I've been talking about my problems.
That's Amber Nelson. She has no memory of what happens to me. And of course, joining us is the wonderful Ashley Brooke Roberts. How you doing, Ash?
I'm doing well. I'm sorry about your loss.
Oh, it's
painful.
fine. My loss, God's gain.
That's right.
You know,
God's gain.
God got another angel.
She's on God's lap right now.
Yeah.
pissing and shitting all over it because she's incontinent.
That's right.
God,
I get so mad at God sometimes. I want to sneak into heaven with a gun and shoot him in the head.
Hey, do us all. Who knows? It could have happened already.
It could have.
Yeah.
We would have never. The news doesn't travel down here
That's
as fast
true.
as you would think.
That's a good point. We're not getting an Amber Alert about God.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, what if all these Christians die and they go to heaven? It's just like, sorry, God's dead.
He's been gone for a while.
He's been gone for a while. It's just like apocalypse up here.
Yeah.
We don't know what to do.
It's just like a skid row in heaven.
Can you help us?
Yeah. You're like, no, it's supposed to be peace and kindness up here. Like,
What would Jesus do? Get all fucked up and not answer any of our questions.
Right. Heaven, it's knife time. And they're all on meth. Right.
Yes. Well, today we have a Brighter Side Stories. It's your first Brighter Side story.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah. Brighter Side Stories 53.
Wow.
Wow.
Isn't that
I
nice?
hope I live to 53.
Yeah, you will.
I will.
That's
Yes,
like what, like
you
4 years
will.
away?
Yeah. That's right.
No, 53 I think's fine. It's like 63 is when you really got to start worrying.
Right. I made an appointment today with my primary care physician
Whoa, big time.
to get blood work and a whole physical done.
Wow, you're an
Wow.
adult.
I'm an adult.
Yeah.
NBD, no
Yes.
big deal. I also made an appointment today. I called and I scheduled a tooth cleaning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are they going to send the little person in there to scrub it with a big brush?
Yeah, it's because my lips and mouth are so tiny and tight. They can't get anyone's hands in there.
My God, I made a doctor appointment too.
Today?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Wow, we are old. This is
Yeah.
what old people do.
Yep, you gotta I went so many years, no dentist, no doctor.
Same.
Same.
I'll live
Decade.
forever. I'll live forever.
I
Whatever.
don't think I had a salad in my whole 20s.
Yeah, didn't drink water. That's for sure.
No,
Yeah.
didn't. I survived on dollar pizzas.
Yes.
Yes.
Bananas.
Right.
And bread and butter, like a bagel.
And
with
free
butter.
beer. Free beer.
And free beer.
Yeah.
Bread and butter with a banana. Oh my God. $2.
Yeah.
It was the best. It saved my life so many times.
God.
Didn't you say Nick paid $18 for 2 slices of pizza
And a soda.
one fucking soda?
Yeah, yesterday.
How
yeah.
was the pizza? What kind
He
of
said
pizza?
it was incredible.
I mean,
he
as
said
long
it
as-
was really good.
It better be.
Yeah, it better be good.
It was the best pizza he's had in Los Angeles.
Really?
This was also at the Grove. So this is on the west side.
What spot?
Somewhere in the farmer's market.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
okay.
everything's like $20 now. Like lunch is $20. I
Yeah.
got a
Oh, if you're lucky.
if you're lucky, I got a shawarma wrap. A shawarma wrap and a Coke.
Yeah.
$18.
I literally like if my lunch is $20, I feel like that was cheap. That's how I feel these days.
You know what? I've been cooking because things are so expensive, and that's how you know shit's bad. Because I've actually downloaded the New York Times recipe app, and I've been
Ooh.
making meals.
Excuse me,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yes, that's
Hell
okay.
yeah, I just haven't been eating.
Wow. Okay, well that's another option.
It's
Yeah.
not really an option.
My last meal was last night. I had one beef taco and a little salad.
What about today?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You
Amber,
haven't eaten food today?
No.
You made a doctor's appointment. You didn't eat any food.
No.
It's silly. There's a whole kitchen upstairs
Yeah.
with free food.
We have snacks here.
I had a handful of
They put food in the fridge. There's a little paper on the refrigerator where you write what food you want them to buy
I don't wanna
so
know.
you can eat.
I don't feel like it. I had a handful of trail mix. Yeah. No,
There's
I don't want
Okay,
options.
well, it sounds like this is more of a personal choice than like
Yeah.
an options choice.
Man,
I've
I
been crashing
remember-
out lately. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
I remember being super poor, and I would what saved me was getting jobs at restaurants. Not telling you to go get a job at a restaurant, but I knew that if I worked, I would eat that day.
Totally.
Sad
Yes.
though.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you look sad enough on your day off and you ask them to please feed you, they will.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
God, you can pop in. Get
Yeah.
a
Can I
little
Get some
meal.
French fries, please.
Well, I'd ask for a chicken
you-
sandwich.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did
you
you
get
guys
some.
ever go to Punjabi's in the Lower East Side? What was like right on Bowery?
Is that the place with the lights?
It was like where all the taxi drivers
Yes.
would stop.
That
Oh,
my
I
ass.
went
That
once.
saved my ass. I would get a samosa with chickpeas and a chai tea for $4. And it would be like, well, this is my meal for today.
For the whole day. And you sit in the park and eat it and be like, thank God I ate something today.
Yeah.
Out in Ridgewood, we had Rico Pollo. Man, that place was gooder than a bitch. You get $6, you get a bunch of rice, beans, pork, plantains. Last you 2 meals.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's a deal.
It was.
That's a deal.
Yep. I miss it.
God,
Yeah, I miss it.
I miss it. The deep end of Brooklyn. The ass end of Brooklyn.
And you know what's interesting about it is like it's not an LA problem. I travel in this country. It's expensive everywhere right now.
Yeah.
It's crazy expensive.
Because we're at a war, and you know what gets my fucking goat is that the president and all those people are like, no, we're not in a war. War's over. I'm like, why is toothpaste $7?
Yeah.
Then why is that?
We're in an endless war.
Well, technically, if you want to be a dickhead about it, we're not in a war. We're just in a very violent argument.
Okay, well,
Right.
okay.
We haven't declared war since World War II.
Yeah, that's
So over
true.
100 years.
Wow.
America has not been in a war for 100 years.
So we don't count none
Vietnam?
of it.
Yeah.
We don't count any
No,
of it.
Vietnam,
September 11th?
Korea. I know we call it the Vietnam War, but it wasn't a war. I know we
Wow.
call it the Korean War, but it actually wasn't a real war.
Really, what was it?
Skirmish. Yeah, and
I
a
don't like these
police action.
semantics. Somebody's
Yeah.
gonna slap all these men.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's because they knew they were going to lose going in.
Right.
Yeah, because we lost Korea, we lost Vietnam. I think the only time we won was Iraq won.
And
We've
that
just been
wasn't the Iraq
losing.
War.
No, that was the one when we
No.
were children.
Okay, well, what is
Desert
that?
Shield.
Desert Storm. No, what
Both.
was-
It's the same
okay,
thing. They
it was-
kept changing names because it's not a war.
Right. Okay, gotcha.
This-
There you go. Good to know. We're not at war.
We're not at war. Thank
See?
you.
Brighter side.
Yeah.
You know, Ed,
Actually,
like,
you're an idiot.
you're an idiot. Ed, like, keeps me hip to people because, like you and I were saying, we just, like, agree and, like, accept what someone's saying is true.
Yeah.
Last
Because
night-
why would anyone lie?
Why would they lie?
Yeah.
Last night at a bar, I met the founder of Wikipedia, and Ed was like, no, you didn't. And I also met the founder of Sprouts. Or like,
Yeah.
it was just all these lies. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Sprouts. Not to brag at all, but I bought some stocks in a couple different areas.
Smart.
And the only one doing well, Sprouts.
Smart.
Only one I thought it was going to get that Pluribus push.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you see Pluribus?
No, but I know that they mention Sprouts.
Yeah,
don't
they
they
love
yeah.
Sprouts and
I should
yeah.
get a
Pluribus.
job at Sprouts.
You should get a job
Sprouts
at
is
Sprouts,
you'd
but
be
actually,
eating.
no, I don't think you should.
No?
Why? We're busy.
I know.
You are booked and busy, honey.
Yeah.
There's like very few times where I can just like lay down and chill out. And whenever I do, I feel very guilty. Call that late stage capitalism. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
You have to do it or you're going to die.
God, that's so interesting because I feel like, you know, when I was a kid, there was this idea of wealthy people as having all this time to lounge. And now we have this idea that if you're wealthy, you're like always working and hustling. Like,
Yeah.
like lounge culture and like relaxing is gone. Like it's no longer about just like sunning all summer. It's like you got to be Kim Kardashian. You got to be booked and busy. Like,
Yeah.
you got
Shane's
to work.
lounge chair. Do they even
Yeah.
make those anymore?
No.
I'm sure
mean,
they
they
make
might.
it. Wet Leg wrote a whole song about it.
Yeah, they
Wet
might.
leg?
Wet Leg. I've made you listen to Wet Leg multiple times.
It sounds like cum.
Well,
Yeah.
I think you know.
They're
Wet
very
sh-
sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've made me listen to Wet Leg?
Yes, because I made you listen to it because they're a very positive female band.
Oh, yes, you have. Yes, you have. I was
they're
in
a
your
lot
car.
of fun. Yeah.
They have a great tiny desk episode.
Okay.
I
great
also
tiny
have a
desk.
tiny desk.
You do have a tiny desk. You know where you can get food for cheap?
You do have a tiny.
It's too small.
And you're like a big guy, so that's like comically.
Why is your desk so small?
I don't know what happened. There used to be a table, and now we have more people, and they took my
There's
table.
no table.
That was a big
Yeah.
table, though. See, this is good. This is better.
Listen, I don't want to always bring up Disneyland, but sure, I was
No.
there yesterday.
You were there yesterday?
Yeah, it was the first official day of summer break, so I went to Disneyland.
Oh,
Yeah.
you
So-
deserve it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And guess what?
What
I
happened?
ate cheap. I ate cheap because
What'd
at
you do?
Disneyland, you can get a kid's meal and a soda for $12.
You know what I've always wanted to do at Disney, and I still haven't done, is bring in a Jersey Mike sub.
Oh my gosh, you
And
should
then
do it.
You're allowed
Yeah,
to.
Absolutely.
You just bring in a whole fucking sub and
Yeah.
just sit there on a bench and look at all the fucking idiots.
Yeah. I've definitely had picnics, like had like peanut butter sandwiches and stuff like that. But Jersey Mike's is the way to go.
Yeah. Big old honker of a sub, making
Yeah.
everyone jealous.
Absolutely.
Don't they have like butter beer? Is that what they have, butter beer?
No, that's Universal.
Different.
How do they differ? What's up with Universal and what's up with Disney?
Oh, go for it, Ed.
It's all IP, Universal's Jaws and, Back to the Future and Fast and the Furious and Secret Life of Pets and E.T. and all that shit.
Fun.
And then Disney's Disney shit.
Like
Star Wars, Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how there's like Marvel
You say
comics?
Peanuts?
Mickey Mouse.
A Mickey Mouse.
Mickey
Okay.
Mouse.
Peanuts, that's Knott's Berry Farm. And also
There's
in the
a
news,
third one?
there's 4. Magic Mountain, Six
Yeah.
Flags Magic Mountain. You see, they just opened a Looney Tunes land.
Incredible.
I want to check that out. I love my
go.
Looney Tunes.
What's
Let's
Looney
go.
Tunes? I thought that was Disney.
You know what Looney Tunes
Bugs
is?
Bunny?
Warner Brothers, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck. You know what Bugs Bunny is. Don't play like
I know
you
what
don't.
Bugs Bunny is, but Bugs Bunny Disney.
No.
No.
No, it's Warner Brothers. Remember the big WB that comes at you and comes away?
Yeah.
That's
Too
how it
many
starts.
Things. Too many things.
Well, really just
Those
4.
are all old things that are older than your existence.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
should have learned those in your 40
I
years.
should have learned those. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Now, what is Sesame Street?
Sesame Street's its own little beast.
PBS.
Yeah. Sesame Street, oddly enough, just sued SeaWorld because they've been holding on to the IP and not fucking paying them.
Wow.
Yeah. So Sesame Street's like, fuck you, SeaWorld.
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit. Give us our goddamn money. I fucking let you sell a t-shirt with Big Bird on it.
That's right. Get 'em, Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
and what's the one with the big nose?
Gonzo?
Gonzo.
He's a
Muppets?
Muppet.
Yeah.
He's owned by Disney.
They bought
All right,
Disney.
Muppets or Disney?
Yeah, Disney
Yeah.
bought that Muppets. Now the Muppets, I see why you're confused here.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
actually, I'm with you on this.
Please.
All right, the Muppets are also Sesame Street because those are also called Muppets because they're all created from the Henson Creature Shop.
Okay.
Now, Sesame Street went this way. They got bought by PBS, HBO, SeaWorld.
Yeah.
And then the Muppets, that's Disney.
Okay.
There you go. And now the Muppets, they just shut down their ride in Orlando, but they opened up a new one. They shut down their attraction, the Muppet Vision 3D, which is the last thing that Jim Henson ever worked on, which was really beautiful. It was honestly one of the great
I
things.
love Jim Henson.
And then what they did was now they just took everything and they moved it over to the roller coaster, the Aerosmith roller coaster. They fired Aerosmith and then they hired the Muppets. So now you can ride the roller coaster with the Muppets instead of fucking stupid-ass Steven Tyler.
It's supposed to be incredible.
I hear good things.
I hear good things.
I hear good things.
If there was
Can't
a
wait.
brighter side roller coaster, what would it look like? Or if you had your own personal roller coaster, like Ashley Brooke Roberts roller coaster, an Ed Larson roller coaster, what would it look like? What would it be?
This is a great exercise.
Yeah.
I like this.
Okay.
All right. First off, I like a fast launch.
Yes. Love
I like a
the
fast launch, and I also like a wooden roller coaster rather than like one of those crazy, just like metal ones that go in lots of loop-de-loops. One loop, maybe 2. You don't even need one. Like my favorite roller coasters are like the Incredicoaster, California, aka California Screaming, or the Cyclone. That's my shit. I like a showpiece roller coaster. See it from the street roller coaster.
Oh, like a Coney Island.
Yes, the Cyclone.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that fucking thing.
That's like one of the oldest roller coasters, right?
It's like 100 years older-ish, or maybe a little older than that, actually.
So people wore petticoats on that thing.
Maybe. It's possible. Topsy the elephant helped build the Cyclone.
Wow.
Yeah, Topsy would carried some of the wood for the Cyclone.
I love
Did
that.
you ever see them put up a circus in your town when you were a kid?
Oh yeah, I loved it. I went all the
Gosh,
time.
My mom would take me, and I loved it as a child. Thinking
love
about it as an adult, I do wonder how those elephants were treated.
Oh, awful.
But as a kid, it was magical.
Do you remember when the elephants would walk through the tunnel by the creek in the cave?
Oh no.
Yeah, whenever the circus, when we were the last like people who lived in New York that got to see this. There was like whenever the circus would come to Madison Square Garden, the only way you could get the elephants into Manhattan is if you walk them through the tunnel. And so they would drive them through Queens and they would go into the tunnel. They would literally walk the elephants in the middle of the night from the creek in the cave, because you know where that tunnel is right there? They would shut down the tunnel and they would walk the elephants through the tunnel, pop out on the other side, and then they'd walk them over to Madison Square
That's
Garden.
incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because otherwise they wouldn't fit. Because they were so fucking big.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and they would do it at like 3 a.m, which
Uh.
was a lot of fun because you get to see all the elephants. But now we know that those elephants were being tortured.
They were abused.
And they're all in sanctuaries now, either that or they were executed.
Shot in the
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
One or the
that
other.
makes me miss New York, honestly. Yeah. It really does. That tunnel story. And I'll just forget that little last part about them being shot in the head. And I just really been
Sometimes
thinking.
they just cut off their feet.
Just let them flail.
Oh my God. Because that makes me think of, did you ever watch them blow up the balloons for the Macy's Day Parade in Central Park?
I never did that, but I heard it was awesome.
It's so cool. You could go there, you could sneak in a little flask and walk around while they would pump up the balloons at night. Incredible.
You know what's nice? You could sneak in flasks a lot of places.
Yeah, that's true. But there's something about being in Central Park and it's cold and you've got like a little sip of whiskey. It just feels magical.
I'm just looking at a giant Snoopy.
Yeah, and you're like, that's my guy.
So you never mentioned your roller
my guy.
coaster. What would you want?
Okay, well, this is actually very tough because I love everything you mentioned.
Yeah.
And I think that Incredicoaster is a perfect roller coaster and Big Thunder Mountain is a perfect themed roller coaster.
Yes.
So I would like to combine the two in some way because Incredicoaster is a little too exposed. You know, like Big Thunder has like nice shady areas. So I want to do that, but I want it, instead of it being like the West, I want it to be like the Jungle Cruise. So it's like Big Thunder, but you're in a jungle.
Ooh, big jungle.
Big jungle.
Big
I like Big Jungle.
Big jungle mountain.
Ooh, Congo themed.
Yeah,
You
that
can
could
have
be
like
great.
gorillas jumping off into the lava and stuff.
Yes, and you could have, oh my gosh, a volcano.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is great.
And I'd like some sort of water element as well, you know?
I love that.
That's what I'm going for.
I was thinking water too, but I was
What's
thinking
on your roller coaster?
You know, like how Space
just
Mountain.
a bunch of fucking liquor. And
And just men screaming at me, like lying to me.
It's like the Mummy, but instead of the Mummy, it's like giant demons being like, I invented Wikipedia.
All right, how about this? All right, it's a log flume, but it's vodka.
I gotta sober up. I gotta.
We had such a weird time at our bars. We went to Phoenix last weekend. A lot of fun. Thank you, everyone who came out to the show in Phoenix. Y'all are so sweet. Amber has so many friends. She had so many dudes hitting on her in the meet and greet line.
They were all nice. I like them all.
They weren't rude. I'm
No.
always ready to yell at someone, and they didn't. None of them crossed the line.
Our fans are wonderful people.
They really are. It is
Yeah.
nice. It is. We're very fortunate. But yeah, we went to a couple dive bars, and I watched this like 18-year-old try to pick up. No, he's
Your
probably
wife-
21.
No, he's 21 because we were at a bar.
Yeah,
He freshly turned 21
Yes.
the day before. And
Yeah.
he had like gotten blackout drunk and then showed us pictures of him at the park drunk in the morning.
Yes.
And he was trying to hit on your wife.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, that ended fast, and then he turned his sights to you.
So interesting. So interesting. And what did he say? He had like 40,000 in stocks or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Wow,
I don't
he
know.
was flexing.
He was lying a bunch.
Oh, wow. I believed it
But here's the
immediately.
thing.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like, of course, why would you lie to me?
Yeah.
I believe you.
Yeah.
And Ed was just like, he doesn't have that.
Oh, God.
He's drinking High Life at a bar at 2 in the morning. He doesn't have any fucking money. Be at a decent bar drinking decent booze.
You're right.
Yeah. Never go after the guy who's drinking a High Life.
Also, the creator of Wikipedia said he wasn't drinking. I could have sworn he was drinking. But then you were like, good point. You were like, why is he at a bar if he's not drinking? And why is he alone at a bar? That's a predator.
If you're alone at a bar and you're not drinking and you're talking to women, you're a predator and you should be put in prison.
Wow.
That is my opinion on that. You're just looking for drunk people to take home and take advantage of.
See, I never even thought about that. I was like, he's the
Yeah.
creator of Wikipedia.
No.
Yeah.
He's also
just not
40. Wikipedia's been around for
Wow.
26 years. That means he would have had to created it when he was 12 because it has to have been like a couple of years to make the fucking thing.
That's true. That's a very good point.
God, Ashley, should we go to the gun range?
Yeah, I'm down.
Get picked up by some drunk.
I don't know what I'm doing. I think we should get weapons.
Yeah. I just, I went to a bar for the first time in a while on Monday. Like, we perform in bars, but just hanging out at a bar, I haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah.
There were so many men.
Yeah.
I was shocked. Men are at bars.
I'm surprised because we know Ed
Yeah.
and we know Adam
Yeah.
and they're great. So that's
Yeah.
why we're like, we trust you.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, there are 3 men that I see regularly in my life: Nick, Adam, and Ed. And like,
That's it.
And then all these
It's
men.
not a good example for the rest of us, unfortunately.
so many men.
So I was like, oh yeah, men, they're kind and good people.
Yeah,
And
it was intense. It was an intense night, and I won't be doing it again.
what'd they do to you?
Well, first off, I went to watch the Knicks game, which was a mistake because I'm too weird when I watch basketball. Like, I'm really involved, and I want to like hear what's being called and stuff. So you know, I just like I want to watch the game. I don't want to like talk to some guy next to me who's like asking me where I'm from. You know, so that bothered me immediately. I was like, don't talk to me. But then I realized I was at a bar, and that's what people do at bars.
It's a social place. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, actually try and be cool. Like,
Were you by yourself or did
no,
you go
I
with
was
Nick?
with a friend. I was with my friend Marlena, who we had talked about watching the game because Nick was working, and she was like, come to this bar in Highland Park called Greyhound. I'd go there to watch games. And I was like, sure, I'll get out of the house. I'll do something new, something different. Amber's doctor's calling her.
No, my boxing gym accidentally called me.
What
Sorry.
do they want?
What are they? They keep accidentally pressing the call button.
Amber, we haven't hit you in the face in a couple weeks. I'm just wondering where you are.
Get in here, Amber.
I was just wondering if you could use some male abuse.
Yeah.
Right. I'm sorry. I have it up because I contacted the primary care and they have to call me back.
Yes. So
So
you
I
gotta
can't
keep it
miss
on.
that phone call. So I
Yeah.
brought it in here.
That makes sense.
So I'm so sorry. So you're at the thing. You're
That's
at the bar.
That's it.
and
I was
then-
just at a bar and there's a lot of men and they were trying to talk to me and there was a game happening and you know
'Cause
what
you're
else
pretty.
was frustrating? Thank you, Amber.
I wanna hear about it.
You know what was annoying is that I just assumed we would all be pulling for the Knicks. I just went to this bar being like, everybody's going to be pulling for the Knicks. And the majority of the people were, but there were some very loud Spurs fans, and I wasn't prepared for that.
Oh, Spurs have a very deep fan base.
I
They do have a
wasn't.
they have a very
I didn't
deep
know.
fan base, and then also you're in LA, so a lot of people just instinctually hate anything that's New York.
Yeah.
And so they just root against New York
Yeah.
just because, like, I also hate the Knicks, but I am rooting for them.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like I always root for who should lose.
Why do you hate the Knicks?
I like all the other teams that used to go against them.
okay.
Grew up a Heat fan.
Oh, okay.
You know, and the
yeah.
Heat and the Knicks hate each other.
That's true.
You know,
That's
so I'm not
true.
a Knicks guy because of that.
But you lived in New York.
I did, but I lived in Florida before that.
Yeah, but it didn't rub off on you a little bit, a little New York.
I like the Nets.
Okay.
I like the. I bought a really. I went to. Remember when Sports Authority closed down?
Yeah.
I went to Sports Authority while they were closing down, and there was a really nice Brooklyn Nets starter jacket for $20.
Wow.
They only had one, and it was 2X. I was like, "This is amazing." Perfect. And so I'm like, "All right, I'll like the Nets."
I'm a Nets fan now.
Yeah, and someone gave me a really nice jacket for the Oklahoma Thunder. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I'll root for them.
Yeah, that's
and I
all it
also
takes.
someone else gave me a really nice jacket for the Detroit Pistons. And I was like,
Mm.
sure, fine, I'll
Yeah.
like them as well.
Pistons are cool. I'm down with the Pistons
And I got
for
a
sure.
cool Clipper hat, so I like them.
Okay.
And then I got Lakers socks, so they're fine.
So you're a merch guy.
I'm a merch guy.
You're a
If I
merch
get
guy.
good, only time I had any allegiance was football.
Yeah.
I like more of like an NBA guy, and then I hate certain teams.
Okay.
Like I hate the Mavericks, I hate the Bulls, I hate the Knicks. That might be it.
You hate the Bulls? Why do you hate the Bulls?
Because they won too much.
I mean, they dominated the '90s.
Yeah.
They did.
And
Michael
and a
Jordan.
lot of great basketball players didn't get championships because Michael Jordan and the Bulls just a dynasty over the '90s. It's hard
Yeah.
being our age growing up during that time because all of our favorite teams always lost.
Yeah, they couldn't spread it around.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now
But I
what-
am rooting for the Knicks, even though I don't like them.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
I'm happy
Raiders
to hear
fans
that.
are crazy, right?
Raiders fans?
Every time someone like throws a chair across the bar, they're
Yeah.
always wearing a Raiders hat.
You know, they used to be worse.
Yeah.
Now, I notice if I was going to pick a football team that had the craziest fans, I'd go either Eagles or Steelers. Something's going on in Pennsylvania that I don't
Gosh,
trust.
you're right. Something's up with Eagles fans for sure.
Eagles fans love to fight, but those
Yeah.
Steeler fans, Eagles fans have the worst reputation because
Uh-huh.
there's a prison in their stadium, or jail rather, and,
There's a
and they
jail
love
in
to
their
fight.
stadium?
Yeah, and they notoriously fight. The Philadelphia fans are awful. I enjoy them because of how awful they are, but they are they threw famously they threw batteries at Santa Claus during the Phillies game when the Phillies were. This is like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
The Phillies were trying to get to the championship, and then they lost. And so some Phillies fan noticed that the mayor's daughter was there, and so he made himself puke on her.
Oh,
Like he's jammed
my
his
God.
finger down his throat, and he puked on her as like, fuck you to the Phillies in
Wow.
Philadelphia.
That's fucking crazy.
That's insane.
That's almost why I don't go to bars and watch sports anymore,
Yeah.
because it's so stupid.
I'm never doing it again.
Yeah.
That was the once
I watched the
only.
Knicks game at home,
Yeah.
which was nice.
I will say something that was cool is that people in LA dress well, and it was like people were wearing like a lot of cool Knicks merch. So like as a merch person, I also appreciate merch. I was like, well, this is cool, but yeah, I don't think I ever need to do it again.
Well, sports is interesting because it's the only time people are they have a lot of unresolved trauma and need therapy. Most people don't see therapists.
That's true.
Yeah.
So your team is your external self, and
Yeah.
how you can it's okay, you're allowed.
Yeah, but
can-
you also
wow.
have nothing to do with them being good or bad.
Yeah, you have nothing
Yeah.
to do. They have no alliance to you. It's the only time you're allowed to
Scream
take
and be
your
stupid.
feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a low stakes situation for you to be explosive emotionally.
Yes. And Philly's
Interesting.
crazy because they have the Murmurs Parade, which I saw one time. So I was doing a show in Philly, and it was men dressed up as women, also doing blackface, which was crazy.
But it's like the gayest, like most like flamboyant thing that you've ever seen.
Yeah.
But everyone's homophobic and racist.
Yeah, they're
It's
all.
like the most bizarre thing you've ever seen.
It's like, just go be gay somewhere. It's fine. You don't have to be like, I hate gay, and then like put on a dress once a year. It's the
Yeah.
only time they get to emote.
I've never heard of this. It's called the Murmurs.
The Mummers.
Mummers
The
Parade.
Mummers.
Mummers.
I saw it live, and I was just like, what the fuck? And it was
Yeah.
like, I was doing a show in a very hippie, young,
Yeah.
pretty lefty space. And it was, a girl in a septum piercing just being like, there it is, check it out.
Ugh.
They're like over it. And I was like, what?
Wow.
Yeah, but these Steeler fans, I'm telling
Yeah.
you got to watch out for them.
Yeah, what's up with them?
I used to, when I was in Tallahassee, my BW3s was a Steelers bar.
B-dubs.
And they would come strong. There was like 70 of them. And they would come strong, but they like fucking destroy the place.
Oh my
They would
God.
like, there was their leader was this big black guy called Big Black.
Oh my
that was
God.
his name. And that's how I knew him.
Jesus
Like when
Christ.
you shake his hand, like, hi, I'm Ed. He'd be like, hi, I'm Big Black.
Wow.
And Big Black was scary. And he loved shooting his gun off when they won.
Oh my
And
God.
so whenever they won, because it's also like they're Pittsburgh Steelers fans, so they're crazy, but they're also Tallahassee Floridians. So like they would win, and he'd go outside and he started shooting his gun off in the parking lot. And so I had to be like, all right, Steelers fans, you're out. You're not allowed to come back to B-dubs anymore. And then they wrote me a list of demands in order to come back.
Oh my
And I was
God.
like, you're not coming back.
They wrote you a list
They
of
wrote me a
demands?
list of demands in order to come back to B-dubs. And I was like, what do you mean? I kicked you out of here.
Yeah, you're not coming back.
Yeah,
Wait
yeah,
wait a
yeah.
minute.
What was the list?
They
Wait.
wanted me to put a Ben Roethlisberger on the menu. Like they wanted me to make them a special cheeseburger and then have no other games on but the Steel. This is like they
Wow.
like presented a list of demands, and I was just like, you
No.
guys aren't allowed back. Like it's not even like, I'm not fighting for your business. I'm fighting to keep you away.
These
That's
are like
hilarious.
feral children.
Yeah,
These
and-
are all like what's that movie with the little bad boys and the donkey takes them away?
Yeah.
This is their island.
Oh, yeah,
Talking about
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio. This is
Yeah,
the little
yeah,
bad
yeah.
The
boys.
little
island.
bad boys.
Yeah, the Buffalo Wild Wings is on Paradise
It's the
Island.
little bad boys, and the
Yeah.
donkey takes them
Oh
away.
my God. Let's describe like a modern day Paradise Island or the little bad boy island. Definitely Buffalo Wild Wings is there.
Yeah, for
It's all
sure.
it's all just them on the internet.
Yeah.
Just sitting there like, you fucking bitch.
Oh my
you
God.
stupid bitch.
They're just
they
trolling
don't
people?
they don't even talk to each other at party
Just
anymore.
Yeah.
trolling and like
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that sounds right.
LED lights everywhere.
Yeah.
Like a picture, like a cardboard cutout of Elon Musk is in the corner.
Yeah.
And they like to get pictures with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least those bad boys had the courage to fight each other.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just like yelling out slurs on the internet.
You were
Bad
talking
Boy
about
Island.
the Raiders fans being crazy, or the one of
She
you?
was, yeah, but
Yeah.
they are crazy,
They're getting
but they're
better.
a little they're Oakland is like
Yeah.
where the crazy part is, and now they're in Vegas. And
Oh,
it's weird that they like kind of like gotten soft in a way.
Yeah.
Which you would think they'd be more hardcore.
Interesting.
But they're like, in my opinion, they're like a little softer.
They've
now.
chilled out in Vegas.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I was thinking about the Detroit Pistons, like the bad boys.
Oh,
and
those
how
guys were cool.
They were so cool, and how they started wearing like Oakland Raiders gear because they were like, yeah, we are bad.
Yeah.
Like, we are going to show you how bad we are.
The Coral Springs Mall, where I grew up, you weren't allowed to wear Raiders gear in the mall because it was gang affiliated.
Wow.
So like if you were wearing Raiders gear in that mall, you could just randomly get into a fist fight because it was like there was a gang in that town called the Raiders at that time.
Really?
And so they
People
just started
fight each
wearing
other?
their fucking gear.
Wow.
And it's just like, wait, but some poor little nerd kid just likes the fucking quarterback.
Yeah.
And he's just like, you can't wear a shirt now without getting punched in the face because some horrible gang took on a football team as their mascot.
Yeah,
That's
so
crazy.
the football team came first. Why would you be like, yeah, I'm going to call myself also this name, and if you wear the merch, I'm going to beat you up?
You can't rationalize with gangsters in the 1990s.
Okay.
My God, it's crazy to think that mall culture was so intense that they were like, we need a dress code, you know, like
Yeah.
people are coming here and fighting, like we got to set some rules at
There
this
was
mall.
intense. I
Now
used to
they're
work
like,
at a mall.
please come to our mall, please.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
wear whatever you want, come naked.
Malls are
we
fucked.
need you.
Right.
Yeah, we worked in malls. We loved working in malls.
What'd you do at the mall?
I had a few jobs at the mall. I was mainly a makeup lady, so I was in
Clinique,
makeup.
right?
I was Lancome and Origins. So I was
Never
at
heard
the
of
counter.
either of those.
Lancome?
Yeah.
It's next to Chanel. It's
Okay.
you would see it. You would know it and recognize
These
If
are
it.
I saw the
high-end.
logo.
And then Origins is owned by Estee Lauder, and it was like all natural at the time.
Right.
and-
You had a high
Now it's all animals, right?
Now it's all animals.
It's just animals,
Just
yeah.
some bare pussy on
Which
my
is all
face.
natural as well, yeah. So I was a makeup gal.
There is a hierarchy at the mall, and
Yeah.
being a makeup counter person is like at the top end.
We were really up there with the Nordstrom's like male shoe sellers because they worked on commission, and so they always had so much money. So we had a lot of sway at the mall for sure.
What
Nice.
an antique job. Imagine
Yeah.
being a shoe salesman at the mall.
Right, and working on commission at
Working
the
commission
mall.
and making enough money to like provide.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you used to be able to have a family on that. What'd you do at the mall?
I sold praline cookies at a kiosk.
Oh my gosh.
I was definitely at the low end. And there was a guy who, I think he sold like keychains or something. And he was like at the very end. Because you know how the mall has like these like parts of the route. How do I explain this? It's like the way it's laid out. There's like little pieces at the end that no one ever goes to.
Yes.
Yes.
That's where I was.
Okay.
Yeah. Just like in the forgotten era.
Yes.
Yeah, and it always has like a little like car going around with some kids screaming.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the mall walkers would like come around us.
Yeah,
Right,
down by one anchor store that doesn't do well.
Yes, and like
Yeah,
snow
yeah.
globes somewhere. Yeah. That's where I
sad
was.
J.C. Penney's.
Yes,
yeah.
sad J.C. Penney's.
I always felt like the kiosk people were foreign exchange students because you would like they wouldn't be around long enough to get to know. You know,
Yeah.
you would like see a new
No.
kiosk person and you'd be like, maybe they're cool, and then 3 months later it would be somebody else. They're gone or that kiosk closed.
And like weird, like I remember I was in college, like a freshman or sophomore or something, and he kept asking me to come party, and he was like, I remember
did?
older guy,
one of
keychain
the guy. Oh,
Yeah.
the keychain guy. Oh
He kept
my
wanting
god.
to come party and like inviting me out and like want to do drugs, and I'm like, sir, I sell pralines.
Yeah. Julie worked at Journeys and had a manager that was always that loved her and I think dated her for a little while she shouldn't have. And I remember I worked at the mall.
Wow.
Oh, what'd you do at the mall?
But I was like half mall. I was like in the my restaurant that I worked at was technically in the mall.
Okay.
And I was a cook.
Oh, that's
and
good.
it was a Garfield's. You ever hear of a Garfield's?
No.
What they
It's
have.
basically Fridays, but it's
Okay.
called Garfield's. And I worked there, and it was right across from the movie theater in the mall. This is
Mm-hmm.
in Tallahassee. And I had to work Black Friday when the first Harry Potter came out the
Oh
same
my
day.
God.
It was probably the worst day of my life.
Because
Wow.
the people like got into fistfights on Black Friday.
It
You've
was
been-
just so busy.
You've been to war.
Yeah. No,
War.
that was
You've been
it was
to
a
war.
fucking nightmare. It was one of those things where we had a 2-hour wait for a table, and then someone who was waiting for, got the idea to order takeout, and then everyone else ordered takeout, and the hostess didn't know that it wasn't a good idea to send back 100 orders of takeout right at the same time, and so the kitchen just got destroyed, and like all the tables got, and so every table took way longer because we were making all these takeout orders because they weren't sparsed out in the right way. It's like you know when you go to a restaurant and you see a bunch of open tables and they're like it'll be 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, they're like, why? There's open tables. It's like because the kitchen needs to be prepared.
Yeah,
to
Kitchen
yeah.
is
take it
flooded
on.
with orders. Yeah.
So that's why. And so like no one had ever taught that hostess that, and so we just got fucked. And I was there for 2 hours extra. Someone shit on the floor in the bathroom.
Oh my god.
And it was a disaster. And so I've always hated Harry Potter.
Wow.
I've put the blame on Harry Potter,
That's
and
fair
I've,
enough.
and I've always hated Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I saw a preview for the new Harry Potter show, and I just I was just like, "Fuck you!" Like I was just, as soon as I saw it, it just screamed out of my mouth that it was coming back. I was so mad.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, fuck Harry Potter, his stupid ass broom jamming up his goddamn ass. Fucking stupid. Learn fucking math, you stupid piece
He's
of
like
shit.
a nerdy kid. This is like, no, I don't. I have a scar on my
He
face.
fucking killed himself. Who gives a shit?
Wow. Hot takes. Hot takes.
And like the adults are all mad at him. Why are they mad at him?
And Harry
You
Potter?
know what?
Yeah.
He has to have some adversity, you know?
Yeah, who's got
They
beef
hated
with
his
kids?
parents,
Yeah,
right?
they had his parents.
Didn't
who
they make him
knows?
sleep in a closet or something?
That wasn't his real parents. Those were his foster parents.
Yeah.
Because his parents were offed by an evil magician. It's still not cool somehow. Fucking.
Oh my God. You know, restaurants are so precarious because something like that can happen and then everyone's day is ruined who
Yeah.
works there. Like, it's such a special balance that has to be taken. Everybody has to be on the same page.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, that sounds like chaos.
It's a working cog. It's a machine.
It's a machine.
It's got a
yes,
well-oiled machine.
Exactly.
And if you get one person in there that's a big ding dong, the whole thing's messed up.
Yeah, ding dongs fuck everything up.
They really do.
Yeah.
And now they have less employees because everyone's trying to save money. I feel like no one works anywhere anymore.
Everywhere we go, like at the hotel, there was one person working, and you made the right point.
It's
You're
the
like,
middle of the night.
someone
Yeah.
could come in here and rob all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
There's one
sucks.
person.
It's terrible. I'm like, we could have taken over the hotel.
We could have.
Oh my
you know, like it's one of
God.
those things. Just like I shouldn't be the most dangerous person here.
Don't get me started on CVS. You walk into a CVS, no one's there.
No one's there.
And
one's
everything's
working.
locked up, and you're like, well, I want to get this, but who's going to get it for me?
Yeah, no, so
Yeah.
you're just standing next to the deodorant for 10 minutes,
Yeah.
waiting for the one person to get away from the register for 2 seconds.
Absolutely.
There used to be employees.
There used to be employees.
I went to Taco Bell the other day. It took me 15 minutes to get 2 tacos because there were like 3 people making all the food and working and taking the orders.
Oh my
and I'm
God.
like, whoa.
So I went to Taco Bell. I didn't know the kiosk thing.
Right.
And
You
so, because I
got-
hadn't been inside in a while,
Shit's
you know,
changed.
and so I didn't know the kiosk thing. So I walk up to the counter and I'm just standing there for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, "Hey, you know, any orders? You know, because there's still
Yeah.
registers,
Right.
And so like I was like, "Hey, man, you know, I'd like to make an order," and then they're like, "Oh, you got to use the kiosk."
Yeah.
And so I'm like, we're grumbling. I hate computers. I
Right.
fucking hate kiosks. I want to talk to a person.
Yeah.
I do. I order. I pay for it. I'm sitting there for 20 minutes. I'm like, "Hey, man," and he's like, "Oh, I didn't get the. I'm sorry." And then he's like, "God damn son of a bitch! I've been screaming in this Taco Bell for 40 minutes. I got no food. I'm fucking
Wow.
furious. I'm eating like shit. I'm already mad at myself for even being there."
It's
Yeah.
like the computers were here to help us, our problems, and it's made it worse. 'Cause
Yes.
why can't I just go to you and be like, 1 taco, please? Okay, bing, boom, boom.
It just makes
Make it.
sense.
And like, no, I got to do this thing. And like, one of the kiosks was broken the other day, and I'm like, hey, radical idea.
You know
just
what?
tell you what I want.
We
remember-
do sound very old. I have to say that. We do sound like boomers. We're
gives
talking
a
about
shit? Who
high
gives a shit?
prices and nobody working anymore.
We're true. We're right.
Whatever. I'm right. You know, I don't care at all. Like, it's not like fucking 12-year-olds watch this show.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
that's true. That is true. That is true.
Price would go down if we
Yeah.
had more people working because then there's more money to go around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is true.
You know, it's also the fucking fat cats can get richer up top.
There's
I
like
would
5 people
really-
at the top
it's-
making all the money.
Absolutely insane that people don't have jobs and it's so hard to talk to a human. Like,
Yeah.
I have been in so many situations where I need to talk to customer service and I'm just talking to a chat box.
Chatbot, and you know what?
Yeah.
California has made a thing where AI has to tell you it's AI. Nowhere else does that.
Oh my
So
God.
you'll just be talking to somebody, and then it's just a robot
Which is crazy
with a
because
human
we're like,
sounding. Just hire a fucking person. Sorry.
yeah,
It's crazy. Like, we're gonna make this robot sound like a person. Hire a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Am
know.
I lose? I'm sorry, I went a
No,
little
you're
crazy.
right.
you're
No,
right.
you're
No,
fine.
there's not enough people. And not to bring up Disneyland again, but have you gone since they've been checking people in? When you used
do
to
you
go
mean?
to Disneyland and you go in, you scan your ticket, and a nice person lets you in. They go, "Oh, hi, welcome." They go, "Hi, princess, come on in," you know, or
Yeah.
like, "Hi, prince," you know. They say something cute like that.
Yeah.
Now, because of the new facial recognition technology, they have one person who's manning multiple stands, so that you just scan your thing, you walk right in, they just check. No one's talking to you. None of that hello. And
Yeah,
it's like
I'm mad at them right now.
they should be. I'm mad at them
They
too.
laid off a bunch of people
It's
and they
fucked
didn't
up.
pay any taxes last year.
Fuck them.
They paid no taxes.
Disney was one of the major corporations that paid no taxes in 2025.
I know I'm wearing an Epcot shirt, but they're doing a
Unfortunately.
lot of
My
things
taxes
wrong.
were fucked last year.
Yeah. No, 30% of my money is the same as 30% of your fucking money. Go pay your goddamn taxes. That shit drives me crazy. So, you know how much money I'm giving that goddamn company? Pay your fucking taxes. Stop laying people off.
So what are they doing? Like, you're not paying taxes. You're not paying people. You're not employing people. What do you
Why
do with the
would
money?
they pay? Why? They have no reason to pay their taxes because the government says it's okay for you not to pay your taxes.
Yeah.
Why would they, do we expect them, the corporation, to be good? They're not going to.
They're not.
It's all about
No.
profits.
They have
So
to be held accountable.
Exactly.
There have to be laws.
And they're not being held accountable.
No.
And so now, they're presented with an option to not pay taxes. And so why would they?
Why would they?
If someone's like, Amber, you don't have to pay taxes this year, would you do it?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking thing. It's, so they're just like, they shouldn't be, I hate them and I'm mad at them for doing this, but it's not on them. It's on the government to make sure they do.
And they won't.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
I could not agree more. There needs to be rules to control corporations' behaviors, okay?
Yes.
They shouldn't have more rights than people, god damn it.
It's crazy.
And they shouldn't be allowed to buy houses either. Corporations should not be allowed to buy houses.
And they have been.
And they have been. And I was telling Amber about the buses at Disney World.
Yeah.
You used to get off the plane, you land in Orlando, you get on this beautiful Disney bus, you're with all these families who are going on vacation.
The Magical Express or whatever?
Yeah, some name like that.
Yeah.
You make friends, they're playing Disney movies. They don't do that anymore. They
Yeah,
haven't done
no.
it since COVID. Now you just have to buy an Uber.
It used to be free.
It used to be
It
free.
used to be a free service that
free
they have
service.
provided. Yeah, it's all fucking horse shit. Everything's so goddamn expensive.
What can we enjoy?
What can we enjoy? I mean, there is. I mean, Amber has a free comedy show.
I have a free show.
Every Friday over here at the clubhouse with a few people. Still, you can donate to her when you get there. But there is, it is a free comedy show.
Yeah.
It exists. You're able to find these things, and if we don't make those things very popular, then there's no reason for these other places to change the way they're doing business.
And here's the funny fucked up thing is I post on Instagram of free show, come to the show, but because I have show in the thing, it suppresses it.
Yes.
So I'll get 30 likes on it.
Because also you're telling people to go somewhere where they're not going to be looking at Instagram, and that's the enemy of Instagram.
Right.
That's why every time I post about our wonderful show HGX2, it suppresses it because I'm telling people to go to YouTube.
God.
I'm telling people to leave Instagram and watch YouTube. And so they hate the fact that, so if I put a YouTube link in there just so people can fucking find the goddamn show that they want to watch from the
Right.
person they like or they follow, they suppress it and they don't even show it to the people. And so I'm sitting here thinking I'm posting too much about this thing. People are going to get annoyed. But the truth is, no one's fucking seeing it. It's all a sham.
God, that's so fucked up. And I bet
Say something nice. It's brighter side.
I love libraries.
Yeah. Honestly, that is very smart.
That's somewhere you can go, and and
it's free as fuck.
It's free, and there's things to do there, and they have a lot of programs, especially during the summer, that you can take part in, including this cool 3D printing program I recently learned about.
Yeah.
And didn't you learn to sew there, or you got a sewing machine there or something?
Yeah, they have the Oculus Lab or the
Yeah.
Octavia Lab downtown LA.
After Octavia Butler? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
I think
cool.
so. I don't know, but they have classes that are free.
That's rad.
and
That's wonderful.
They want
Yeah.
you to sign up.
Yeah.
And of course, the government wants to get rid of libraries. What do you want? Just for me to lay down and rape me to death?
Right now,
what does the government
yes.
fucking want
They
from
just
me?
want you
That
to
is
stare
what-
at a
yeah.
screen.
And by the way,
Be controllable.
are you surprised? No.
No.
They're demons.
They're demons. They're
Yeah,
actual
yeah,
demons
yeah,
that
yeah,
need to be
yeah.
stopped.
Yeah, no, we're working on it. We're trying piece by piece, little piece by
But the
piece.
fact that some people are yeah, what they're doing's great. I'm just kind of do you live on planet fuck you?
Yes, they do.
What do you...
They hate life, and their life is horrible, so they want everyone else's life to be horrible as well, instead of trying to fix anything. And then there's the other people. This always drives me crazy. When people are like, well, I did it, and I'm here. It's what, so your life sucks, so everyone else's life has to suck for the future? How about improvement? How about change? No one thinks about that. It's a very aggravating time. But it's going in the right way. We got good people sneaking in. They keep
people
losing.
sneaking in.
They keep losing shit left and right. So I think we just have to eat shit for another 20, 30 years, and I think everything will be fine.
Can I say one more thing negative?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
please.
Well, I said this last week when we were talking. I do think we're going in an upward trajectory. I think it's a hill. There's peaks and valleys to that upward trajectory, but ultimately we're moving forward, and we just have to keep that faith alive. But while we're talking about the shitification of things, and you were talking about supporting small vendors like Amber's comedy show, free things, community-based things.
I always, whenever I go to different towns, I look for small record stores. I look for small coffee shops. I look for businesses that don't fucking restaurants that don't have Cisco and shit like that. I try to look for independent small spots.
Yes, you took us to a fair. You took us to what was that? An occult fair?
Yes.
What was that? It was so fun.
Yeah. I found a little demon fair.
You found a demon fair. That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just thinking the other day, I was on Etsy. I don't know if you guys use Etsy, but it used to be you would go on there and find all these small creators and you could support some grandma crocheting in Maine or something like that, buy something. But now it's all drop shipping people from Amazon. It's it's flooded. The app, the whole website has been ruined.
Etsy's turned into people who buy shit from China and send it to their house and then mail it to your house.
Yeah.
That's all Etsy is now.
There's no
more crocheting. I guess it's in there, but it's all buried.
You know what? We really just have to get outside.
Yeah.
That's the answer. The answer's not online.
No.
The answer's not online, except for if you're watching this.
I mean, we haven't presented any answers, just a lot of anger.
Yeah, we've been angry this whole time, and this is the brighter side.
Yeah.
So what's the brighter side of this LED pornification of everything?
LED pornification.
That's just what it feels like.
No, I like that's your heart speaking. I like that. Well,
it's the brighter side of all this.
The brighter side of that, I mean, light. LED, the light bulbs last longer. You don't have to. Sometimes a lot of places, LA. I don't know what they do out where y'all people are, but LA, they've mailed us a bunch of light bulbs. They mailed us a bunch of LED light bulbs that I still haven't switched out. I got them 5 years ago, and so that's pretty cool.
Okay.
LED. That is nice.
That's
true. But I would say that I think that we are at a breaking point. I think that people they want to return to meeting up in person.
Yeah.
Every time I go and I do that, every time we have a comedy show, everyone's so happy at the end of it.
They're just
Everyone's
out of the house.
they can't believe that they're talking to a human in real life. And it's just, I think it's more about just making sure you talk to everyone. I have this neighbor that I can't stand. And I've hated him forever. I've this secret rivalry. He has no idea I hate him. I've never met him before. His name's Zeph, and he has a Tesla Cybertruck, and so I automatically just hate him. You probably heard me talk about it on the show before, when I'm making my coffee in the morning and I'm looking out my kitchen window all peaceful, I just see this Cybertruck and it pisses me off. It burns my guts.
Yeah, it's an eyesore.
So the guy was super nice to me the other day, and I was I felt his name's Zeph, and he's hi, my name's Zeph, and he introduced himself. He's I'm your neighbor. And I was oh, okay, I'm your neighbor too. My name's Ed, and it was one of those things. I'm just thinking about how much I hate this guy, and then he was just really nice to me, and then he walked away. I was fuck. Gotta be nice to him now. And then so I'm driving down the street the other day and I see Zeph coming in his stupid ass Cybertruck, and then he literally stuck his head out the window. Was hey Ed, and I was hi.
Oh, he's your friend now.
You have a new friend.
I was just
he's doing what you do. That's a form of kindness. Oh my God, he's going to do that in public too.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, let's start killing people with kindness a little more. It helps because you get that. He beat me. It was one of those things where it's I've always considered myself a better person than him just on the fact that he has a stupid car, and I truthfully I'm wrong, and I don't want to be, and I still don't particularly like him, but I have to admit. He's nicer and friendlier than I am because he beat me. And so I think it's important to remember that even if you don't like someone for no reason, they might be all right. So that's my brighter side.
Yeah,
they might be
good.
all right.
They might be all right. You never know what their backstory is. Maybe he got that Cybertruck because he won some sort of
a raffle,
or
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Someone, a distant relative that he didn't know died and put it in the will. You never know. I think the brighter side is that it does force us to have these conversations, and then you say things like, "Oh, you look for somewhere local to go or eat at a restaurant where Cisco's not providing like 90% of the food. And I think that's important because, you know, conversations and options are good to remember and have.
What's your brighter side to the LED pornification of life?
It makes me appreciate like wood and sunlight.
Yeah.
And this like kind of like food. I want my food to just have like olive oil, lime juice, and salt. You know what I mean? Like just simple, good stuff.
Basics.
Basic. I just want everything kind of basic.
God, this reminds me of the conversation we were having before we started about cigarettes versus vapes, because it's kind of it's just the physical object and like, you know, books versus Kindles, you know? Like there's something about like being able to see how far you've read in a book where you're like, I've read this much and I only have this much left.
Yeah.
You know, there's something to that.
I smoked this much and I only have that much left.
Yeah, exactly. I have 10 cigarettes left in this pack versus like this, there's some more of this goo is gone than was there before.
I can't do the vapes for weed. They hurt my throat.
Yeah.
It's like more painful, oddly enough, which is bizarre because the other one's just fire and smoke.
I agree.
That's what we want. We want fire, we want smoke. I want more stories around a bonfire.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Can we get to a couple emails before we
Yeah.
hit the road?
Yeah.
I'm skipping. We didn't even do any of the shit we were going to talk about. I have all these like good news stories that we didn't get to. There's
Tell us one good news story.
Real quick, there's a swimmer. She's trying to break a record. She's 33 years old. Her name is Catherine Breed, and she's attempting to swim the length of California.
Wow. Good for her.
It's never been done. She's going to try it next month. She's going to enter near Oregon and end in Mexico. 900-mile swim.
That's great. How's she going to sleep?
Well, you stop and sleep. You know, like you stop in the evenings.
Yeah.
Is she going to...
It's like hiking,
sleep on a boat?
Yeah. Yeah, she can get a boat or she can go to shore.
Yeah.
You know.
She got options.
She got it. She'll figure it out.
She knows what they're doing.
She just pees and poos in the water?
Well, I don't know if she poos in the water.
Yeah, it probably doesn't poop in the water.
Yeah.
Maybe she does.
What
But
I think it would be really hard to
I imagine
poo.
she pees.
What about eating?
She probably
she's gonna
stops
stop
for a
and eat
second.
You know how
So
people
when-
like hike and they're like hiking like across the Appalachian, you know?
Right.
Like
So, most of these people, when they do these long swims, there's usually someone in a boat next to them. You know, there's usually somebody with them. This is like going to get publicity. This is like a stunt.
they got a team.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I'd like to see a robot try and do that shit.
It can't.
Nah.
Good luck to her.
Yeah, she's already crossed Lake Tahoe, the English Channel, and the North Channel.
Oh,
So
wow.
swim California is a lot because because up north she can suffer from hypothermia. There could be some storms because up north California is very stormy.
That's right.
Shit ton of jellyfish and of course
Orcas.
great white sharks.
Oh shit.
Sharks,
Orcas don't hurt people in the wild. An orca has never killed a person in the
Wow.
wild, only in captivity. Also, since you brought up orcas, we have a little more good news.
Yeah.
And that's that orcas have finally returned to the UK coast. Yeah, that's right. Britain has their orcas again. They hadn't been there in a very long time. And then a tourist just got this cool picture of it taking a big flip.
It's happy.
It's a big happy
That's
orca.
sweet.
Orcas are coming back. They're doing a little bit better now. The sightings in the North Sea are creating excitement for tourists and fishermen who can't ever remember seeing them before.
Oh my God.
So they're coming. It's great. All good orca things must happen. And if you're in LA, please, we should go to the orca exhibit. I had such a wonderful time. The Natural History Museum we got here. They have this beautiful new orca exhibit. It's going to be open until April of 2027. It's so nice. I had such a good time there. Check out, I got a whole reel about it on my Instagram, but it's a wonderful time. I can't suggest it enough. And that we can go to for free. Not you guys at home, but we can because I know the guys.
Incredible.
So we should go have a
I'd love
Natural
that.
History Museum
I'd
day.
love that. I'd love that.
Oh, maybe we could take pictures.
Yeah.
We did that before.
We did that with Madeline.
Yeah, we did that once before.
And dolphins just popped up in the Hudson recently.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice. Get them out of there.
So the world is healing.
All right. There is a sad story, though, that I did kind of want to talk about. And then maybe we'll just do a little bit longer of an episode if
Yeah.
that's all right with you
Let's
guys.
do it.
So something happened in New York City yesterday that makes me very sad. It's another animal story. One of the Central Park horses died in front of everybody.
Oh.
Yeah, just straight up like
Heart attack?
too hot. Well, I don't know exactly how it died, but they
not
were like
treated
literally like giving it fucking doing this thing. But Mom Donnie has always, since one of the things he ran on was getting rid of the horses in Central Park, and I really think that this incident is going to be what helps him finally do that and get these help these horses retire and get to a sanctuary and stop these fucking carts from going around. Yes, it is like magical to be on a horse carriage ride around Central Park, but it's not 1920.
Nay.
All right, it's 2020.
And the horses are tired.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
horses are tired. We don't need to live like this anymore. We have cars, we have buses, we have city bikes.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't need to fucking involve these horses. Plus, they're shitting everywhere.
Right.
It's a mess. The horse.
Yeah.
It's bad for the horse. It's bad for the people. So hopefully that this horrible thing will lead to them ending this completely. Which
it.
I'm. They're trying. City Hall is already named a law after this horse called Rider's Law, and so hopefully there will be a ban coming very soon because this incident. And it sucks that this horse had to die in order for this to start happening, but it is a brighter side to a horrible story. So I
Yeah.
felt like we should bring it up here.
That's
at
good.
least.
That's good. Are you familiar with the term written in blood for like laws? Because there's this whole history with like, especially labor laws, that they're considered written in blood. Like people had to die for us to get fire escapes, you know, stuff like that. So this is a law that will be written in blood in
Yeah.
a sense.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Or in glue.
Oh.
All right, so we got some emails. I probably won't get to all of them. I'll save some of them, but here's one. I recently visited my family in Minneapolis and found myself annoyed by how much complaining my Minnesotan friends and family do constantly.
Which is what we did.
Yeah, exactly. It was a strange contrast to how wonderful of a place it is. There are so many beautiful parks and lakes and such a wonderful place to live. After thinking about it for a while, I realized that maybe these things are related. Maybe it's such a wonderful place because everyone is constantly complaining, which leads to things getting improved.
Wow.
They found their own brighter side.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you're not going to change anything unless you're just like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minneapolis is awesome.
I love Minneapolis.
I love Minneapolis. That's a city where I'm like, I would live there if it wasn't so goddamn cold.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
so cold.
Did you see we just had Billy Nord on, who's running for Senate in
I didn't know.
in Minnesota? He was wonderful. You should watch our episode. It's on YouTube. Go follow us on YouTube and subscribe. But yeah, no, it's so Minnesota's wonderful. It's the last time
great.
I played Minneapolis last year with last podcast,
Yeah.
and I was just like, this is nice,
It's really nice.
and I
it's,
like everybody.
Yeah.
it's people are nice. So many great parks.
Good music.
Good music and like a really like supportive government for the arts.
Yeah.
And Prince was,
Yes.
Prince was there.
He was there.
He was there. He was there. But you know what? That's so true, and I agree with that person. What's their name?
I left it off.
Okay,
I keep
cool,
them all
cool.
anonymous.
Okay, we'll
Keep
call
them
him
private.
Mr. Minnesota, Mr. or Mrs. Minnesota.
I hate complaining. Complaining is like something that like boils my blood whenever I'm hanging out with someone and they're just complaining and complaining and complaining. But this shows me I've never thought of a positive to complaining, and this is the first time I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
So thank you, person. I appreciate that because I get mad for no reason sometimes, I realize. Email number 2. Love you and love listening and a little positivity in these difficult and uncertain days. I started listening to The Brighter Side about 3 years ago. I've been slowly catching up from the very first episodes. Currently, I'm in the last year, so they started at the beginning. Ugh, don't judge us. I'm in the so close to being caught up. I wanted to discuss Alabama for a moment, since it seems like Eddie is really leery of it here. Okay, yes. Your flag is a big X. I know that you're a comedian and a roaster, and we have a lot of material to work with. Our motto is, at least we're not Mississippi. I just want to make sure that statements and jokes are not being made into misinformation or fear. Alabama has a lot more progressive views than people think. It's just that our voting maps have been gerrymandered to hell, so those heavily progressive areas get broken up. Birmingham actually has amazing food and culture and nightlife. And of course, Montgomery and Selma are vital towards the fight for equality and racial justice. We got a lot of issues, make no mistake, but not all of us here in Alabama are ignorant or MAGA or whatever. Some of us stay to fight the betterment of this beautiful state, and it is a beautiful state if you know where to look, even if we're David facing up a big old red Republican Goliath. Anyway, I love you so much, and I'm grateful for all the hard work you put in and into this show and others. Keep being a light in the darkness, and if you ever decide to come to Birmingham, please hit me up. I'd love to get you a beer at my favorite local brewery. P.S. Amber, is a bar here called Mom's Basement that has your name written all over it. The lore is that over time, people kept bringing in portraits of their mothers and hung them on the wall, so now it's covered in old portraits and photos of moms. If you ever swing by here, you'll have to visit Mom's Basement.
And I'll bring a picture of my mother.
That sounds wonderful. And she just moved to Alabama, right?
She did, and I visited Alabama. It was lovely. Northern Alabama, where she was. That's
Better
where I got
than Mississippi?
way better where she lives. At least we're not Mississippi. Where she was living in Mississippi was like, I mean, I told you I went to this little shop and they had a Klan flag, and I'm just kind of like, this what?
Yeah.
And like guns and like angry people.
Yeah.
And like where she is now, it was like lovely. There was like a coffee shop. With like fresh baked goods.
Yeah, Birmingham is fabulous.
Yeah, have you been?
Yeah, and I've eaten there, more importantly, and it was incredible.
Really?
Yeah, it was
They have a
really
stand-up
good.
live there.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Or maybe
cool.
that's in Huntsville. I went to Huntsville. I did Huntsville last year with Henry. So they said they've started at the beginning and they're working their way up. So they might not know that I did end up going to Alabama and having a lovely time
It
in
was
Huntsville. Huntsville was great. It's very science forward. They have Publix. So I had a great time, and everyone there. We had about 400 people show up to the show. It was a big old fat show. And then we stayed and we did like a 2-hour meet and greet. And every person was nicer than the last. They all had like friends who had passed. Some of them had friends that had passed on. I remember that like they all listened to the show together and then they came to like honor their friend. And so like we all like hugged it out and stuff. There was a lot of really good people and had a very nice time at the Von Braun Center, which is named after the famous Nazi scientist, Werner von Braun.
Wow,
But yeah, so
very
Alabama is coming up. It is getting a little better.
I mean, that story about the friends is so heartwarming.
Yeah, and don't sleep. They got a
That's
nice
sweet.
little beach there. Alabama's a secret coastal beach.
They do. With
They got that
Floribama
little
Shore.
sliver. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
They got that little sliver. It is true. It is a little sliver.
All right, one more email. Thank you, Ed. Your cool music has paid off for me. This is just me bragging. I got obsessed with Tim Maia after you shared him on an episode, and I went on a date with a Brazilian guy, and we were talking about music we like, and he said, surprise me. And I was thinking, well, I can surprise the fuck out of this guy. I put on Rayo Confesso by Tim Maia, which is my favorite Tim Maia song, and I've never seen a man's face light up so much. Turns out it's his favorite artist. So thank you, Ed. Who knew that your love of sharing music with people would end up with these amazing results?
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's sweet.
Every time I meet a Brazilian and I bring up Tim Maia, they like, I love him because he's amazing. And he just, some people don't make it out of these other countries.
Yeah.
I still go to rock concerts a lot, but I'm not looking for new rock music anymore.
Yeah,
I just like, it's not like a malicious thing. It's just not what I'm into right now. And I've been real into jazz. I've been real into Brazilian music. I've been real into Latin jazz, and I've been real into fucking hip hop and funk, of course, and it's this kind of stuff makes me want to dive even deeper into like music. Remember, I just bought that. We went to the Musical Instrument Museum in Phoenix, which is a wonderful fucking
I could have
place.
stayed there for like 6 hours.
I only saw half of it. We were there for 3 hours.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
They have like world music all around the world. And I got really into like Pacific Island, what they call the Oceania music,
Yeah.
like
Ooh.
around not Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you're right.
Oceanic.
Yeah.
And they had people like playing with like instruments with water, using the
Cool.
elements around them and just the sounds, because you could hear it and you're like, oh,
my
I've never
God.
heard this kind of music before.
Yeah.
This is worth a trip to Phoenix.
It was really
Yeah.
cool. Like there was instruments that you never even thought of. But I ended up, I went to the gift shop. I'm like, all right, I'm going to buy some weird shit. So I got an Abigail Washburn record, who is this wonderful banjo player. She plays a lot of folk music, but also like she's very inspired by Chinese folk music. And so she plays like Chinese music on the banjo. And she's married to Bela Fleck. She's very cool. And I never see her stuff out when I go to the record store. So I was real happy to get a record. And then I got a Tito Puente record, which I love Tito Puente. You not listen to Tito Puente? Oh my God. Everyone needs to listen to Tito Puente. He's from the Bronx. He's Cuban music. It's so fucking good.
Okay.
Guy's a master at the drums. He's so much fun.
Okay.
You'll recognize him because he was in an early episode, famous episode of The Simpsons.
Okay.
I think he was in the episode where Burns gets shot.
Wow.
And Lisa wants to like hire Tito Puente to work at the school jazz center.
gosh.
And then also I got a compilation from Ghana, like a bunch of funk from Ghana, because that's like
cool.
my favorite shit.
And that's where you get it, like
Yeah.
that museum.
Exactly, at the museum where they're holding these weird compilations. So go there, Go check that out. They didn't have any Tim Maya there, but he's more of a singer. But anyway, guys, this has been a blast.
This has been a blast.
This
It
has
felt
been so
good
fun. And I
to
got to say about
complain.
that last email, it's like nothing better than recommending something and someone liking it, using it, and then letting you know.
Yeah, and then getting laid.
Yeah. I mean, that's the
By a
best.
hot Brazilian.
Incredible.
Yeah.
No, incredible. You did that.
I did that.
You
I
did
got
that.
your fucking ass laid,
That's right.
bitch.
So listen to us and you'll get laid.
That's right. HGX2, the finals are happening this week. They just happened. The first episode was yesterday. The second episode's going to be tomorrow, but it's going to live it on YouTube for all of time. It's going to come out every Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Pacific, but there's only one episode left. Make sure you catch up to see everything that's going on. This is honestly one of the funniest things we've ever done, in my opinion.
I think it's really goofy.
It makes me laugh so hard. Eric was upstairs editing the episode that comes out tomorrow because we love to play it fast and loose here. So he's still editing it. It's so fucking funny. Oh my God. I was a cough laughing. So the blood tournament is happening. Watch it. It's on youtube.com/@LPNTV. It's the crowning of the Ham Lord. Find out who will be our Ham Lord, contestant A or contestant B, aka Henry and Julie. Watch us on YouTube. If you're still just listening to the goddamn show, good for you. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
But if you want to,
Sorry,
Amber, put it on silent.
I'm putting it off.
we're so close.
I put it on silent just for the doctor if it called. Yeah.
All right. So go check us out on YouTube. The Brighter Side is on YouTube now. Make sure you watch us. Come say hi. Leave a comment. Let us know if you like it. Our pretty faces are there. It's on youtube.com/@thebrightersidelpn. You want to hear your email at the end of one of our fucking episodes? Email us. thebrightersidelpn@gmail.com. Slambers Comedy Bash. Every Friday at the Clubhouse in Silver Lake. It's fucking free. It's a lot of fun. Tonight you got a really cool lineup I saw.
Yes.
Lisa Correa's on it. And
Leah Bonnema and Keith Carey.
Oh my God.
7 p.m. sharp.
It's going to be a hell of a show. Keith's fucking sleeper, one of the funniest dudes I've ever met.
What a lineup.
Stand up. Come see me on the road. July 10th, Bethlehem. July 12th, Newark. July 13th, NYC. July 19th, Plano, Texas. July 26th at the Comedy Store. Ed Larson and friends here in LA. The 31st and August 1st, I'm going to be in Chicago at the Lincoln Lodge. August 16th, Dynasty Typewriter, Dead Men Tell Some Tales is coming back. I'm going to have so much fun. My buddy Disney Dan's coming back out. We're going to have a lot of fun. That's D23 weekend. I planned it to go against the Legends on Sunday. I'm very excited. Wow. And then on 9/11, I'm going to be in DC. That's going to be on 9/11 and the 12th. I got 4 shows in 2 days. It's going to be a lot of fun. And on October 4th, I'm in Denver. Come see me on the road. youtube.com/@someplaceunderneath NEITH. Check it out. You guys got all kinds of shit coming out. You got a whole new thing coming real soon, right?
Yeah, we're writing it right now.
Hell yeah. I'm very excited for it. What's going on with Patreon these days?
Amber Smelson, $1. You can listen to all my stand-up. And we got our stand-up clips back from the club. I'm going to just dump that on there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I love it. It was such a good set. You
Thanks.
fucking crushed. The people went crazy for you. It was amazing.
I need to write more Yo Mama jokes. That was
Oh
good.
my God, those Yo Mama jokes are fucking fire. We should hate them, but they're just so funny.
Not PC at all.
Mine is patreon.com/EddieTunes. Adam and I just put out the most recent radio hour. It's very fucking cool. We also got the ham line on there. Please give the ham line a call. It's 323-696 0366. That's 323-696-0366. Leave me a message. I'll answer. Instagram, Ashley_Brooke_Roberts, Amber Smelson, Eddie Tunes, It Could Be Words, The Brighter Side LPN, and the sticker giveaway will never end. Send us a self-addressed stamped envelope to The Brighter Side, care of LPN, P.O. Box 470, North Hollywood, California, 91603. Ah, man, that's it. Oh, also, I got a new show, Movie Stories, that I do with Henry, but that's only available on Sirius and Patreon, so who gives a fuck? You know, you don't pay for more shit. There's so much free stuff
It's
we
good.
do.
Yeah, just do the
Come
frees.
see me live. You know what? Fuck Movie Stories. Fuck that stupid show. But if you want to check it out, we're doing a bunch on William Friedkin right now. He's a lot of fun. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Thank you, Ashley, for
Thanks.
coming in.
Yeah.
Bye.